Hey, good morning. It's happy Tuesday. It's Jubilation Joy. Right now I'm just sitting here in the van waiting on my mom. I don't have any appointments this week. Woo! I'm grateful and happy about that. Last night I had a really bad night. My knees, everything was hurting me really bad. I don't know if it's the medication or just a flare-up that I was going through, but I was not feeling good at all. Nauseous, vomiting, the whole 10 yards, it was just not good. I kind of slept bad last night, but this morning it was feeling a little bit better. I just decided just to get out of the bed and push my way through, just to get out the house a little bit with my mom. So I don't know where she's going today. I just decided, okay, you know what? I'm just going to just get out the house and get a change of scenery since I'm feeling a little bit better. I say it's Tuesday, so I hope you guys' week has started off great, that everything is going well for you, and if not, there's always tomorrow. I just want to talk on for a few minutes. If I don't finish it now, I'll probably finish it when I get back home. Talk about, everybody that's entitled to having a breakdown. I don't know how many of you are chronic illness warriors. If you're not, then hey, it's still good. But you're still entitled to feel the way that you feel. We are born with all kind of feelings. You're happy, you're sad, you're joyful, you're angry, you're excited, you're surprised, you're scared. There's all kind of things that we feel that we go through. And it's natural, it's normal, it's not weird, it's not crazy. But how do we react to those emotions, how we deal with it, how we control it, how we not allow it to manipulate and control our lives, speaks volumes, and it says a lot about us and how we deal and how we how we change the issues around us. And sometimes, it's not always you have to look at somebody else and try to do what they do. Sometimes you may gain strength and wisdom and clarity from seeing somebody else going through something, and you're like, okay, well, I like how they did that. I like how they handled that. So you could take that and put that into your data bank, and it'll help you to mature and to be better and to deal with things better than you had not before. I know for me, I always tried to be a people pleaser. Ever since I was young. And that was something that always destroyed my life. Always trying to make everybody happy and everybody smile and everybody want and love me and everything like that. And I look at all these years later, how my life has drastically changed of being such a fool, of trying to please people. And I realized that was not the way to go. And I look at it, even now I'm battling all these crazy diseases that have come upon me. Still, a lot of times I worry in the back of my mind about trying to put on this strong facade. And way before I ever started doing YouTube, I still was battling with that. And sometimes I still battle with that a little bit, but it's not as much as it was, I'll say, in 2016 when this, first attack, came against me. And now I can say, 2018, I have really started becoming better, where I started putting my health, my circumstances, everything that concerns me above everybody else. And it's not saying you cannot care or have a desire for people's opinions, or to be aware of what people may think or say about you. That's not what I'm saying. Opinions are like what you put on the shelf. You have to decide on what day what you're going to use, on what day that's what's going to work for you. Every opinion is not tailor-made or designed to help you. Some are meant to tear you down, some are meant to destroy you, some are just directly just mean and just out of control. And how you react to it, how you deal with it, it will affect your health in either a good way or either in a bad way. And that's really how you have to deal with life. Okay, so I'm home now. I've been home for couple of hours now. I'm just waking up, sitting here in the dining room, my mom's little rocking chair. The chair is so huge and it feels so good to sit in it. But I don't really recall where I left off at. But the way the conversation started when I came up with this title today was that on yesterday, last night, my mom and I were just having a very strong mother-daughter type of conversation. And when I woke up this morning and, I wanted to hang out with her and just to push myself to get out the bed, there was things on my mind that I just wanted to just discuss and just get off my chest. And I think, like I was saying, when I initially first started my YouTube channel, I did not know where I was going to go with it. I didn't know exactly how I was going to work it. My main goal, and it still is, I started in 2016 and it's 2018, was to just share my story about the health issues that I was going through. Like I said, I was a preschool teacher. Everything in my life was going well. It was going fine. Then boom, boom, bam, everything just drastically changed from A to Z within a short amount of time. Just crazy. And I want my channel to be a variety, meaning that, men could look at it, women could look at it. Sometimes I may just direct things to women. Sometimes I may just direct things, not always about having a chronic illness or about hospitalizations or about doctor visits. Sometimes it's just sit down videos like I'm doing now of just talking and spewing out my guts, talking my heart about things that maybe you have thought about, but you have not dealt with, you have not confronted it, you have not handled situations that may be looming and circling around you, and it's just staying there and you have not dealt with it, and that's not good. So like I said, I've always been a people pleaser, and I asked my mom, were you like that? It's something that you've done, and it's not always something that if your parents did it, then you continue with it. A lot of times that may be the case, other times they just may be your personality. I said for me, we both had that similarity alike. And we both realized that it destroyed our lives, that it's not healthy, that it's not right, that it's crazy, that it's awful. It's just not good. And like I said, even more now, when I realize when I take a person's negativity and I take the rude things that they say in the heart, it really, really messes up my body. It's just like putting poison in your body. Literally putting poison in your body or pouring acid on your skin. Now, I pray nobody does anything dumb like that, but it's literally like that. I don't know what idiot came up years ago with the thing saying that sticks and stones break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's the greatest lie you can tell your kids, the greatest lie you can hear for yourself, the greatest lie you've been told since 5 years old and you're adult. Because words do hurt. The Bible says that words kill, words can destroy. And we have the power of the tongue in our mouth, and so we have to be able to control this here, what we say to people, what we say to ourselves. A lot of times it's not easy, it's hard, it's a struggle, because there's that war inside you that wants to just let a person know how you feel. But at the same time, you gotta think, are you worth me losing my sanity, losing my peace, losing my strength, losing every ounce of ground that I gained to try to make myself happy, to try to please you? No. It's like weighing a scale. When you see that your work, your cause, your health, your longevity on this earth is much more important than frivolous people who don't give a rat's behind about you, the decision becomes much easier, and the clarity becomes much lighter and brighter than you ever had done before. And a lot of times it's easier said than done when people have been doing this for such a long time. A lot of habits are hard to break. But for me, I started to decide Joy wants to be happy. Joy wants to be free. Joy wants to be at peace. Joy wants to be liberated. Like I said, there's times that, you need to hear what people have to say. But you have to decide at the time, at the moment, what is the right thing to hear, what is the right thing to receive. How is this going to benefit me? How is it going to help me? Is it going to strengthen me? Is it going to motivate me? Is it going to encourage me? Is the truth that they're telling me making me a better person or making me a worse person? Sometimes we don't like hearing the truth. There's things about us that we don't want to see, that we don't want to know about, things that we don't want anybody to tell us, but it's things to benefit us. It's things to mature us. It's things to grow us up. And we all have to get to that point where we have to just shut down the negativity in our minds against ourselves. That somebody always trying to hurt me, somebody always out there trying to destroy me. That's not the case. Somebody is trying to help you. Somebody's trying to strengthen you and just really, help get you out of that dark and gloomy place to a place of light and happiness and joy and freedom and goodness, and just live life, less stressful than you had before. So, like I said in the beginning, everybody is entitled to a breakdown. I'm not saying breakdown to where you can't focus, you can't think. But I'm saying get your freedom. I hate when a person dies and you go to a funeral, you're around family members or anything like that, and people tell you, oh, don't cry, don't cry. And I've told a lot of my friends, people that I know, don't let anybody tell you that. People feel like whatever reason that they have to be strong for their mom, be strong for their dad, their grandparents, brother, sister, because they're the oldest. And I mean, I understand that. But you gotta think, about you, because I've known for years that stress is not our friend. Stress has no race, it has no religion, it has no barrier of backgrounds, it has no degree that it looks for. Stress does not care, and it will take you out. That's the key word. If you let it, if you allow it, if you let it, and situations and pressures and stress and aggravations and cares and worries that life brings our way. Yes, there's so many things that just push us to the brink where we just feel like we're about to go crazy, that we feel like we're about to crack. I literally, when I got home today, I cried like a baby in my mom's arms because I needed that hug, I needed that embrace. Sometimes being so strong, being so patient and loving, it really gets to the point where you feel like this pain, these situations, these altercations, these mess ups, these things in my life, they have changed me from the way that I used to be to a person now that I don't even recognize, that I don't even know anymore. And that's why I named my page Jubilation Joy, because my parents named me Joy, and at first I was like, oh, people used to make fun of my name, call me Joy to the world and the song Joy and Pain. But God knew the things that I would deal with in life, that I needed to have joy. I needed to look at it and find joy in the journey. I needed to look at it and find some kind of glimmer of hope, some kind of rainbow in the midst of the storm, some kind of hope in the midst of when everything goes crazy and awry, that I can still hold on and have my faith and to move on to bigger and better things than what I can see before me. And that's why I changed it to Jubilation Joy, because jubilation is just another word for excitement, exhilaration, happiness. Doesn't mean I feel it all the time. Doesn't mean I see it all the time. But I desperately, with every fiber of my soul, try to find the happiness in every moment. So any type of help, any type of strength that I can give to anybody who's hearing my voice, I don't care who it is. That's what I try to do. Run is on my, Instagram. I'm more on Instagram than I'm on YouTube. I'm more on Instagram than I'm on Facebook. So between this here and my Instagram, I'm letting my voice be heard. Just to be an encouragement, be a strength, to raise awareness about all the crazy disease that I'm going through, most at the same time for people who's battling chronic illnesses or not, just needing the encouragement, needing the help, needing to say, okay, what she's saying is resonating with me. What she's saying is hitting me right here where I needed to hit it. It's hitting me in that core area where I wanted to hide and I wanted to lie and I wanted to act like things didn't bother me. But now I need to shine that light on it, because now I'm feeling better. I'm feeling strengthened. I'm feeling, a relief that I didn't feel at first. So that's my main goal and that's my purpose. So I just wanted to tell everybody, keep your head up. Like I always say, you're a winner. You're a warrior. You're bold. You're strong. You are, you're great, you're awesome, you're a man, you're handsome, you're a woman, you're beautiful. And never ever forget that. And know that above all of that God loves you. Like I said before, everybody is entitled to those breakdowns, because stress is not our friend. Whether you're sick or not, it does not matter. It just means that you need to get to that quiet place in your life, right? That's in your room, or sitting down in your vehicle, or taking a mini vacation, or if it's sometimes, reading a book, or just sitting in the parking lot, going to the library. If it's maybe going in the kitchen and, maybe you turn on the radio and you just dance, or maybe you cook a good meal that kind of gets your mind off a stressful day. Whatever, something that you do that really brings you some kind of relief and relaxation, and it just de-stresses and detoxes you, do it and make it happen. What works for one does not work for all, but what works for you, make it happen. Make it happen. Keep doing it and make it work in your favor. So it's been Jubilation Joy. I will come back and talk to you guys soon. Like I said, I wasn't feeling good. Had a very stressful and rough day, but I pushed my way through. And while this was fresh on my mind, I was coming to make a video. So I don't know exactly what day. I wish I could do it much more every day, but like I used to. But things have not been easy for me since my brain diagnosis. And like I said in December, if you look at my old videos before my old page became hacked, I would try to do much more videos, being much more constant to do daily videos like I used to. So this has been Jubilation Joy. Much blessings, much peace to you. Stay healthy, stay whole in your mind, in your heart, and in your soul. And I will see you next time. Peace. Love you. Bye.